Alright guys, so normally I would not care about a story like this, okay? I don't really care about who, celebrities, athletes, coaches, whoever, right? I don't care about them having affairs on their wives, right? I really don't. But Stephen A. Simp's woke take on woke take prompted me to make this video response, okay? Because he's essentially saying that the outrage over the Boston head coach, Ime Udoka, alleged affair that he had with a member of the Boston Celtics staff, the outrage is a form of racial bias. And I just had to respond to that claim. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know, my name is Greg Foreman, and if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can check out my merch, my donkeypox shirts, the disease that is affecting America, or my hashtag no days off / hard work patriotic t-shirts, or my MAGA hub shirts, or my racist mugs, a daily reminder of the definition of racist according to the Democrat Party in 2022. There's plenty of cool merch for you guys to check out at my website, gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, roll the clip.
Made a decision as an adult with the woman who works in the organization who is also an adult.
Right.
They had a consensual relationship.
Right.
According to the reports. The bottom line is you make a decision to keep them or let them go. But the details, leaking the details out. I don't appreciate that. And I'm going to take it a step further. I don't appreciate that being done to a brother. Because I got news for you, America. There's plenty of white folks in professional sports that's doing their thing. And I say that not complimentary. I don't see the information out about them. Why are we talking about this now? We got to talk about it because it's the news. Ain't none of our damn business unless you fire him. But if you keep him, it's none of our business. It should have never been put out there by the Celtics organization. And don't tell me you didn't do it, because you absolutely did it, because news reporters got it. So it emanated out of Boston. Somebody ain't in L.A. or Utah or something leaking this stuff about the Boston Celtics.
Right.
This is on y'all. You shouldn't have been out here. That's what I have to say.
You know, guys, I wish somebody gave this passionate of a defense when Trump had his life, okay, and his alleged affairs psychoanalyzed and broadcasted to the public, okay? You know, all the alleged affairs that Trump had with, you know, adult actresses and models, right, that the mainstream liberal media has written about thousands of times, that we have interviews and testimonials from the people who Trump allegedly had an affair with, right? I wish there was somebody in the media giving this exact same stump speech that Stephen A. Smith is giving for this Boston head coach, right? Telling everybody, hey, it's none of your damn business who this man cheats on his wife with, right? I wish that we had somebody like that in the mainstream liberal media when this was going on with Trump, okay? Because again, just imagine, guys, just imagine somebody saying, look, I hate the fact this is happening to a white man, okay? Because all these black people out here that are cheating, okay, on their wives, why you got to cover the white man for, right? Why you got to cover the white brother, right? I'm just saying. Guys, how silly does that sound? It sounds very silly. And this is why this is one of the most childish takes I've ever seen in my life from Stephen A. Smith. It does not get more childish than this. At this point, I actually do believe that Stephen A. Smith probably does not like white people very much. It's either that or his woke handlers, right, have him by the cojones so much that he's going out here and saying ridiculous things like this, right? Because he has to try to appease the mob, which is that's something I've, argued in the past before about why Stephen A. Smith gets so emotional about certain subjects like black head coaches. It's because his handlers are telling him to come out here and to say this type of stuff, to vouch for people like Kaepernick, for black head coaches, to vouch for the woke black cause, right? That is what they're telling him to do. So in a situation like this, Stephen A. Smith is pissed off because every single time a black head coach is not successful or they get in trouble like this, it makes him look bad. It makes his oh, we need to hire more black head coaches shtick don't look too good, right? Don't look too well for him when it comes to that, right? Because every single one that gets fired, every single one that does a bad job, it's just one more reason why black head coaches won't get hired. And that is because he's living his life with colored shades on right now, okay? Everything is about race and color to him in sports. But again, this guy has nothing to say about race and color when you have white owners, okay, that are getting fined millions and millions and millions of dollars for saying the N-word in their private lives or losing their whole franchises because, I don't know, they was touching up and filling up on, employees and stuff like that, which has happened numerous times, okay? White people face consequences in sport just like black people face consequences. To act like people only face consequences among racial lines is ridiculous, right? It's silly, okay? Because, again, we've even seen owners, white owners, okay, who are at the highest level, they own the team, be forced to give up their team, their ownership stake in a team, if they do something egregious enough that warrants public backlash that is so bad that they basically have to give up their team for the betterment of the league as a whole, right? We've seen that happen so many times. I mean, a very specific example is what happened with Donald Sterling. This dude had an affair. He had a conversation with his mistress in which he called somebody the N-word. Okay, so again, not only did we have information about his affair that got leaked, but again, he said the N-word as well too. All his information was put out there to the public. And nobody ever comes to their defense saying, hey, why are you doing this to the white man for? Right? Why are you doing this to the white man? So again, this Boston Celtics coach should not be above that criticism either. I mean, the guy cheated on his wife. He had an affair, allegedly had an affair with somebody on the team staff, and it's being put out there in the public. Now, again, I think Stephen A. Smith is upset because he feels that the Boston Celtics are trying to sabotage a black man, right? They're trying to bring a black man down by leaking this information to the media. He's saying that the Boston Celtics are trying to smear and embarrass their own coach, okay? So he said, look, if you're not going to fire him, then just don't put it out there to the public, right? Don't put it out there to the public if you ain't going to fire. It's nobody's damn business. Okay, well, again, I wish you would say that, right? When other people, white people, have information about their affairs get leaked to the public. Wait, didn't the dude Adam Levine, okay, did he just have all his information get leaked to the public as well too about some affair that he had with an Instagram model while his wife was pregnant? Again, where are the people saying, why are you trying to expose a white man? Why are you putting a white man down? Why are you leaking information about a white man's affair? Where are all those people? There are none, right? There are none. I'm just saying, just because you're black, that doesn't mean that you should be above criticism. Just because you're black doesn't mean that you should be above what happens to everybody else, which is that when stuff like this happens, the information gets leaked. People talk. There doesn't necessarily have to be the Boston Celtics, the organization themselves. Maybe it's people within inside the organization, because I'm pretty sure that if it was going on, like they claim enough to the point where they're talking about suspending the guy for a whole year, a whole season, then yeah, a lot of people, probably including the janitors, right, the lower level employees probably know about it, and they're the ones that's spreading it, right? It might not necessarily be the management of the organization themselves. I'm just saying. All this race baiting from Stephen A. Smith is getting old, man. And you don't have to do it. I don't believe that Stephen A. Smith is like this. I don't believe he actually has this much hate and disdain towards white people. I really don't. I think this is an act. I think he's doing this to try to please a mob that can never, ever be pleased. But the mob already showed you what they think of you when Max Kellerman was on your show saying that Max is blacker than you, bruh. That Max gets an invite to the cookout and you don't. And here you are, ruining your reputation, smearing yourself, branding yourself as the biggest race-baiting hustler in sports media to try to, again, please a mob that can't be pleased. You're not invited to the cookout, Stephen A. And that's okay because I'm not invited either. But I've accepted the fact that I will never be invited, and I'm okay with that, right? You should be okay with that as well, too, because this is sad. It really is getting sad, Stephen A. You're ruining your reputation over all this race hustling, okay? Over all this race baiting. It's really getting old at this point, Stephen A. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.